This anime will literally change your life. It will make you break free from the constraints placed on you and help you enjoy the simplest things in your daily life. It will make you realize that the problem isn't always the world, but the way you live in it. That you've been postponing your life, postponing your happiness, postponing yourself, waiting for the right time that will never come. This anime hits you with a simple truth. Sometimes you need pain to start appreciating life. A protagonist living a slave-like life, to the point that the end of the world became the best thing that ever happened to him. Free to try, laugh, fail, live. Free to do everything he had been postponing his entire life. And here comes the painful idea. Why do we need everything to collapse just to start living? This anime isn't really about zombies as much as it is about you. Your life, your restrictions, your fear of stepping outside the system. And if you truly understand its message, you might realize that your current life is the real zombie. Today, we're summarizing the anime Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe, so I don't end up doing 500 push-ups in the Chinese mountains. The anime begins with a man running away from zombies. The world looks completely destroyed, corpses everywhere, like it's the end of everything. The animation quality and cinematography are incredibly high. Then we see the man getting caught by the zombie chasing him. After that, we see a group of other people running as well. The man complains that he's tired of this daily hell. Zombies are everywhere, surrounding humans. Then we realize the protagonist was just watching all of this. Everything we saw was a movie. We see clear exhaustion in his eyes. When he hears the character in the movie say that this is hell on earth, the protagonist says that would actually be heaven compared to the company he works at. It's very late at night. The protagonist remembers he has work again tomorrow, which shows how much he hates his job and his life. To him, even being chased by zombies looks better than his reality. From extreme exhaustion, he faints and falls asleep. Then we go back 3 years. We see a company manager hearing the protagonist into the production department. The protagonist introduces himself cheerfully. His name is Akira Tendo. Everyone claps for him, welcoming him to the company. Akira describes the company as lively, full of positive people and energy. He tells us this job was his dream, and he's happy to have finally achieved it. He's excited, imagining he might meet celebrities through this job. His expectations are high, full of optimism. He promises to give it his all. The manager shows him his desk and tells him he'll start working immediately. Suddenly, a beautiful girl bumps into him by accident. He apologizes and helps her pick up her papers. Akira looks at her for a long moment, clearly falling for her at first sight. She introduces herself as Sayori Atori from the accounting department. She tells him if he needs help with anything related to invoices, she's there for him and that her desk is to the left. She wishes him good luck on his first day. Akira watches her, clearly impressed, calling her cute. Later, we see employees drinking together at a bar. Someone asks Akira which university he graduated from. He says Keio University. Another employee says it's a great university. Someone else asks if he has a girlfriend. Akira gets embarrassed and says he's never had one but hopes to someday. Everyone is kind and friendly. Another employee asks if he's athletic. Akira says he used to play rugby in university. He notices Sayori and she notices him too. She smiles at him, leaving him stunned by her beauty. He thinks she's exactly his type. Motivated, he decides to work hard and make a good impression. But suddenly, everything takes a dark turn. After dinner, Akira thanks everyone and says he looks forward to working again tomorrow. But the employees suddenly stand up seriously and say they need to go back to work. It's 3 a.m. and they're still working non-stop. On his very first day, Akira works all night. The next day, he's still in the office. He wonders when they'll let him go home, then realizes he won't be going home at all. He finally returns home after 2 straight days of work, barely sleeping for 2 hours. Completely exhausted, he collapses onto his bed in pain. He realizes the truth: this is a black company. At 6 a.m., his phone rings. He stares at it, disgusted with himself and his life. He hasn't slept at all. He wonders how long he'll keep living like this. He doesn't want to go back, but convinces himself this is normal, that he chose this job, that he needs to work harder. He asks about vacation days. He's told they exist, but they're basically impossible to take. No one has ever used them. Employees are sleeping on the floor from exhaustion. One mentions having 150 hours of unpaid overtime. The manager constantly yells at employees, humiliating them. One woman runs away crying and he yells at her for leaving. There are vitamins and medicine everywhere. After a full year in this company, Akira is completely drained. He even wonders when the last time he showered was. The manager tells him another employee quit, so Akira has to cover his work too. Akira realizes he'll be working non-stop again. He even wishes a missile would fall from the sky just to end this nightmare. Sayori brings him lunch, worried about him skipping meals. He thanks her but keeps his distance because he hasn't showered in a long time. He admits that the only reason he hasn't lost his mind is because of her. Then the manager calls her into his office. We notice a sinister look on his face. Soon, suspicious noises come from inside. Akira realizes the truth of Sayori is the manager's mistress. At that moment, he loses the only reason he had to keep going. He starts questioning why he's still working there. He thinks about quitting, finding another job, but convinces himself there's no time, that other companies are worse. He becomes empty, emotionless like a corpse. By his third year, he's completely broken. He's forced to redo work over and over. The manager continues yelling over minor mistakes. Akira suffers panic attacks, scribbling in a notebook to distract himself. He says it himself, he's become a slave. We see him at night, alone in a dirty room, laughing like a madman. He's lost his mind. He no longer cares about love, travel, or even visiting his parents. Every night before sleeping, he wishes he wouldn't wake up. One day, while heading out, he starts hallucinating. The manager's voice echoes in his head. Then something strange happens. He goes to pay for his bike parking, but no one answers. He finds the manager being... Then the man turns into a zombie and starts chasing him. Akira runs and suddenly realizes zombies are everywhere. He runs for his life, dodging them, trying to survive. He falls, confused about what's happening, but gets up and runs again. And then he says something insane. If this keeps going, I'll be late for work. He opens a door and finds himself on a rooftop. He looks at the destroyed world. And finally, it hits him. It's the end of the world. Which means he doesn't have to go to work anymore. He screams in pure joy. He jumps off the building onto a pile of zombies, smiling for the first time in years. As he runs, he realizes something. For 3 years, the world looked black and white. Now he sees colors again. He wonders when he forgot how colorful the world was. He screams with happiness, he doesn't have to work anymore. Even exhausted, he smiles. He starts thinking about everything he wanted to do but never had time for. From now on, he'll do everything he wants. He rushes on his bike to confess to Sayori. He doesn't care if she's the manager's mistress. He just wants to express his feelings. He reaches her house nervous. He rings the bell, no answer. The door is open. Inside, the manager is now a zombie. Akira calmly tells him, "You made me work endless hours. I lost myself, my life, even my purpose." Then he declares his resignation. He pushes the manager out the window. Then he sees Sayori also turned into a zombie. He tries to confess his feelings anyway, saying he liked her since the first day. He runs away, saying goodbye to his first love. Now he realizes tomorrow and the day after he'll never have to work again. His dream has come true. He says human life is short, so I'll make the most of it. He grabs a notebook and writes, 100 things I want to do before I become a zombie. And that's the end of episode 1. Thanks for watching. If you want summaries of the next episodes, let me know in the comments. That's all, goodbye.